Left-wing parties across the Nordics gained ground in the EU election, going against the trend of right-wing advances across Europe, with experts saying right-wing issues were lower on voters' agenda. Centrist mainstream parties kept an overall majority in the European Parliament, but extreme right parties scored several high-profile wins in the bloc. They finished first in France, Italy and Austria, and came second in Germany and the Netherlands, according to preliminary results. But in Sweden and Finland, the trend was the reverse. In Sweden, the anti-immigration Sweden Democrats, which props up off Kristersson's centre-right government, made history by losing ground in an election for the first time since its founding in the late 1980s. The Sweden Democrats became the country's second largest party behind the Social Democrats in Sweden's 2022 general election. The results have got Swedish talking.
I did check the results as soon as they came out. I'm pleased with how things went in Sweden, less pleased maybe with the European vote as a whole. In Sweden and the Nordic countries, there was a tilt towards the left, and the rest of Europe went the other way, so it seems like there's a bit of a mismatch there.
We actually, the whole family voted, at least those who are allowed to vote. We think it's important for democracy and be able to have an impact on the European Union. I did check. I think it went fairly as expected. Reasonably happy, I'd say. Some surprising results, but
for instance,
I think in Sweden, for example, the Green Party did a very good result, which was actually quite surprising, and also the left-wing party did pretty well, so which also surprises me.
I would say that it played a role, definitely. All of the parties, all of the major parties had a discussion around it, and but I would say that Swedes generally want to support Ukraine, so it wasn't that big of a divider between different parties, but it was a central issue anyway. In rough times, hard times, the economy is not going that well, and the war and so on. People tend to listen to simple solutions from parties that is very black and white, easy suggestions on how to resolve those very complex questions. So maybe that's why. But in Sweden they actually didn't get as much votes.